This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, Drake is posting a bunch of pictures on the gram, right? On Instagram. And everybody's going after him. I don't think he should be... It's such a weird situation to see Drake in with the he's like Meek Mill right now. Like, not as bad, but you know what I mean? Like, he's in a bad pocket. And he can't win on the internet. You know, if I were him, I would stop posting anything and just pop out with new music like in 2 months. Like, I think that's the only way to handle this, because I never thought I'd see Drake be considered not cool, you know, and people are acting like he set up a camera to take pictures of himself, and he's all alone in his mansion. He has no friends. I mean, listen, he met a fan base that's strong like his, but maybe stronger. And those Kendrick fans don't let up, dude. They don't let up. If you say one positive thing about Drake, you mention Kendrick in the same sentence, they ain't having it. Drake, just pop out with new music, bro. Like, once this blows over, though, we'll see. As they say, once the smoke clears, we'll see what's what, you know? I have a feeling how this is all going to turn out, but I won't share my feelings. Nicki Minaj. Well, speaking about fan bases, Meg Thee Stallion's fan base versus Nicki. Now, there's no comparison to the fan bases. Nicki's fan base will always win. But Meg didn't do so well on her first week numbers. She did like 64,000. It might have been less than that. And that's not good when you're pumping that much money into something. Like, millions and millions and millions of dollars were invested into Meg by Roc Nation and her label. And, you know, she doesn't have anything in a choke. She doesn't have the summer in a chokehold or anything. So some Meg fans are going to Nicki's show and saying, you know, she has to stop being obsessed with Meg. Her concert in Dublin last night was a complete disaster. 2 hours late, played 40 minutes of lip singing songs, you know, and I guess that people want a refund. Or, you know, some Meg fans there that were saying that. She showed up late, I guess, and I guess the curfew's 10:30, so they had to shut down that she only got to do 30 minutes. I don't know if that's true, but the Barbs say it's not true. I don't know what is true. I'm not in Dublin. I don't know. I didn't see any reports of this, but Nicki's been having a very successful concert this year. And Meg's doing her thing, too. She didn't do the numbers she was supposed to do. But, you know, Roc Nation has her back, obviously. They're putting her in everything. You know, they're putting her in everything. It's crazy. She's in every commercial. They're making it so you see Meg Thee Stallion, you know, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna... These fan bases get out of control at this point. I mean, it's heavy. These fan base, and it's important to build your fan base. Nicki will always sell tickets. She'll always sell albums because she has such a tight-knit fan base. Shakur Stevenson's a boxer, going back and forth with Mason Cam because they thought his fight was boring, and he blasted him. Then Cameron, you don't want, first and foremost, you don't. It's like 50 Cent. You don't want to get into a back and forth with Cameron. Cameron eviscerated him. He's like, you don't have as much money. He just, you know, went off on him for like a whole 10 minutes. Made him feel so small. So then Shakur Stevenson was like, these guys mad. Y'all boys ain't gonna do anything either. Cameron never lifted a hand this way. I'm putting him right out. Soft, oldie. Shakur Stevenson defense elite. That's what someone said. Now Cameron responded. I forget what he said, but he said like first he wanted me to bring a gun. Now he wants me to fight. You know, I don't know what's. Cameron's always gonna win in a battle like that. you know. Then I don't know. You know, Cam and Mace really have one of the best sports shows because they go these back and forths with the athletes. It's just it's funny. They're good, man. I'm so glad they started that show. The Game okay, so there's these reports that Game might lose his house and all this other stuff to Priscilla Rainey. That's the girl that was on For the Love of Game. Accused him of being inappropriate with her. She won a judgment, and she's coming. She's already getting his royalties, you know. So Rick Ross puts this up on his story. Game says, even if I lost my house, which I'm not, you're still going to be a FAT biatch. That Ozempic gonna kill you before the Twinkies. And this is in response to, this is Tia Kemp, Rick Ross's baby mom. She has a show with Tokyo Tony and Blueface's mom now. And Game was the first guest, and she was like, oh, he's going to be mad you doing this. He likes these head massages at 4 a.m. And he might have 4 seizures because of this. Yo, Ross, you made the biggest mistake of not having your baby mom sign a prenup and giving her a payout of some sort, because you already knew she was capable of this because she met up with 50 Cent when you had beef with 50 Cent back in 2009. You knew this was possible. Once you had her back around, you should have had her sign an NDA when she was probably saying like, yo, I should have never done that. She probably was doing all that, you know? Because she was going to Rick Ross's mansion a few years ago. They were hanging out. So you know what? You should have had her sign an NDA, because now she has a show and she's going to nonstop eviscerate you every day. She's funny. She is funny. She's going to keep that pressure on you. She's always got something to talk about. She knows you pretty well. So, I don't know. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Yo, what if they brought on 50 Cent's mom onto that show? I mean, 50 Cent's baby mom. Oh, that would be bad. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Peace.